Hey Virgo, this is Alex, and I'm here to bring you your weekly tarot reading. Let's see what God, angels, and universe has for you guys. I started another reading for you, but the information just wasn't flowing and it wasn't clear. So God, angels, universe, I'm asking for clarity for my Virgo lovelies. All right, God. Knight of Wands, it came up in the last one. Two of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and Pisces there with the Hanged Man. This to me says that a lot of you guys, this says to me that a lot of you guys need to release control and make some sort of sacrifice. I do kind of feel like a lot of you guys are attached to an outcome, right? You want something to happen. And whatever it is that you want to happen, I kind of feel like this is twofold. When it happens, it'll release you, right? And it's like, while it's not happening, you're, kind of in your head. Angels are saying a lot of you guys are looping, like you're thinking about the same thing over and over and over. To an extent, it feels like borderline obsession, where again, you are going around in circles mentally. With the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, this is money in abundance. So a lot of you guys, to an extent, you should be focusing on money in abundance. And I do kind of feel like there is money in abundance around you, Virgo. But you want to talk or have a conversation, send a message to whatever this outcome, this desired outcome, right? This is a card of spying. This is a card of, checking somebody's profile online, looking at their pictures, reminiscing. That's also, too, why you're in this Eight of Swords energy, right? Because I do kind of feel like you're going back, reading old text messages, whatever what has you kind of quote unquote stuck. It's almost like you are part of why you're stuck to an extent, right? Two of Pentacles is kind of going back and forth. You could be trying to find balance. A lot of you guys could be traveling, going to see this person, wanting to see this person. A lot of you guys could be traveling on your own, right? And it's crazy because the Knight of Wands was it fell out on the table and I put it on the top of that card. But for a lot of you guys, you could be traveling. You could kind of be going back and forth. You're pretty sporadic, kind of anxious, lot of fiery energy, a lot of impulsive energy. But to an extent, I feel like the universe is wanting you to kind of balance that out, kind of focus on what matters to you, what's important to you, what's abundant in your life, instead of locking yourself in this stuck loop, thinking about, trying to figure out what's going on with this person. If for some reason this is a personal, this is a relationship reading. If it's related to a job, yeah, I kind of feel like for a lot of you guys, you want it so bad that you're obsessing about it to an extent. And it's almost like just, kind of level out, balance out, think about something else, do something else, right? Instead of obsessing about the job. Again, that's a job storyline. This is a general reading. And remember, there are multiple storylines that come up because I'm reading for so many Virgos. Okay, so now let's look at your clarifiers. Seven of Cups. Ooh, the Sun card. Yay, and the Star card, Sun and Star. And the Seven of Pentacles. Yes, you got 2 sevens on the board. Nice. The Tower card. Changing your behavior and changing your pattern, right? Which makes sense to me. This is an abrupt change. For a lot of you guys, you could be leaving and moving on and you're done for good, right? Or I feel like that's the message from the universe, in that you need to just go ahead and move on from, again, whatever the situation is that has you plugged up or in your head and anxious, right? Not only that, but again, related to the job storyline as well, go ahead and let go and just stop with the impulsive thoughts and actions and feelings and things of that nature. Two of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups. You're confused, and that's why it's hard for you to kind of balance things out. For a lot of you guys, yeah, you do have multiple options. Angels just said to me multiple directions. A lot of you got, yeah, that's what it is. Because this Knight, he kind of sways back and forth. You know, one minute he's enthusiastic, the next minute he's fucking burned out, don't want to be bothered with anybody. But I feel like there has to be some sort of change in your pattern, Virgo. Okay, Two of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups. I feel like for a lot of you guys, yeah, your emotions are driving this behavior, hence being impulsive. You know, for a lot of you guys, to an extent, you're emotionally confused. You thought this would balance out relationship storyline, right? The the Page of Swords with the Sun card. You are, I'm hearing, in all honesty, that's really what you should be focusing on, is your happiness, right? You should be focusing on your happiness. You should be, you know, trying to figure out how to get your money together, how to get your finances together, what the rest of your life, what you want the rest of your life to look like, Virgo. Not only that, but with the Eight of Swords and also the Star card, I do kind of feel like there's some healing that has to take place, right? Not only that, but the storyline about the relationship, you didn't see your person for who they were. They were your star. They were the brightness in, you know, your life. They were your sunshine to an extent, right? But for some reason, this is, you know, kind of blunt honesty too. Immaturity. You know what I mean? With the Sun card, it was almost like you didn't know how to take them. You didn't know what to do with all that happiness, right? Eight of Swords, and then again the Star card. I know I'm jumping around, but just go with me. Eight of Swords and the Star card, it was almost like whatever these thoughts feel. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I just got whatever past experiences you had, they interfered with how you saw this person, Virgo. And I feel like this person made you happy. They made you feel good about yourself. They brightened your life. They were your everything. But I felt like the immaturity and then also anxiety, impulsiveness, you know, being locked up in your head, being stuck in your own ways, being attached to the outcomes, whatever it was, to an extent, possibly drove this person away. Now the universe is saying, look, Virgo, the person is quote unquote gone. Perhaps you need to move on too. But I feel like a lot of you guys are stuck and you're trying to figure out how to go ahead and rekindle this. Okay? But also at the same time, this person too brought a lot of value, brought a lot of love, taught you a lot, right? Taught you how to deal with things, taught you how to cope with things. I also kind of feel, I don't know, for some of you guys, they could have helped you manage your money better, or taught you about maybe how to manage your money better. I don't think that's going to apply to everybody, but it's what came up. Okay? So I do kind of feel like from a relationship standpoint, I feel like for some of you guys, this reading could be the tower moment, in that whatever it was that you had going on, it broke down. It no longer exists, right? And sometimes you want to revive it, you want to resurrect it. And sometimes you impulsively try to do that. But because it kind of is done and over with, this to me is saying move on. And for some of you guys, you take one step forward, two steps back, right? I also kind of feel like you need to balance your emotions. Angels are saying balance fantasy versus reality. Some of you guys are still emotionally stuck in your head thinking that this can happen again, but angels are like, you know, kind of look at the reality of things, as in look at the disaster that's in front of you, and the fact that whatever it was that used to exist no longer exists, right? To an extent, right? Whether this is you or your person, remember energy can be reversed as well, right? Whether this was you or your person, there is a childish immaturity or there's immaturity, um, that, and also pride, because, this card also represents pride as well, right? Kind of, again, being too stuck in your head, and also, um, I'm hearing throwing a tantrum for some of you. Some people that, you guys might have been dealing with. They threw a tantrum to get your attention and energy, right? The Nine of Pentacles with the Temperance card. This is somebody who had money, right? They were really valuable. They were well off. They handled their business nicely. And I kind of felt like you thought that, wow, I felt like Temperance card here was almost like, waiting around for something to mature. I felt like, yeah, whomever this person was, they waited for you to mature and come out of that Page of Swords energy. Or Virgo, you waited to have someone come out of that energy. But it got to the point where it just became too much. No matter who they were, no matter how long they waited, no matter what joy or happiness they brought you, because you were stuck in your head and trying to an extent, control an outcome, this person, you couldn't see them for who they were. You loved them and you were happy with them, but to an extent, the immaturity and, just stuff from the past that were clouding your vision and mental as well, you couldn't see them for who they were. So now you're stuck trying to figure out what to do next, Virgo. Okay, I apologize for the confusion, doing the multiple storylines, but hopefully that last storyline kind of summed it up for you. So let's pull the Universe Has Your Back Oracle cards for you, Virgo. I find a deeper meaning in personal growth amid the discomfort. Yeah, I do feel with this Knight of Wands energy, that is the universe, especially with this Star card, the card of healing, right? I find a deeper meaning in personal growth amid the discomfort. This situation right here is hella uncomfortable for you, Virgo, because I kind of feel like you're coming to the realization that you need to kind of quote unquote move on from whatever this situation is. And God, angels, and universe are wanting you to kind of sit in those feelings, those thoughts, those frame of mind. Stop being so impulsive and, trying to avoid or prevent this disaster. God, angels, or universe is saying basically sit there, right? And figure out the message and the lesson for you instead of running from it, trying to head back towards this, trying to remain stuck. You're not necessarily changing your ways. You're still stuck in your head, so you're never going to see the situation for what it truly is. You know what I mean? All right, Virgo, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. If the reading does resonate, don't forget to like and subscribe. Unfortunately, I'm not taking any readings at this time. I love you, Virgo. Bye.